sports season with playoffs for many teams on the horizon, but a lot of the standout players will not stop playing once their high school season is over. They will jump right into a club sport or conditioning for the next season. But is that a good thing for their still developing bodies? That is the topic of this week's My Mom Club, sponsored by Premier U. And here to walk us through all of it is Dr. Michael Messmer, a BJC Medical Group Sports Physician at Alton Memorial Hospital. Doctor, it's good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So my first question for you right out of the gate, are you noticing kids specializing in a certain sport at an earlier age?
Yes, I think that's something that we're seeing over the course of decades, yes.
So then it begs the question, why are we seeing that more now?
I think that in America as a whole, I think you're seeing a lot of increased interest in youth sports, building of sports, and just the importance of sports from a cultural perspective and just a growth perspective. So we see it over the decades. We've just seen it grow and grow with each subsequent generation.
And that's a good thing for a lot of kids.
Absolutely.
But in the past, we talked about the three-sport athletes and the benefits of playing all different sports.
Correct.
So what are some of those benefits, but maybe more importantly, what are some concerns that you might have if a young boy only starts pitching and that's it from here on out?
Yeah, a three-sport athlete I think is outstanding. I think it leads to utilizations of muscles in a different way. It leads to just mentally learning different areas of how to perform their sport and interest in sports and things like that. And when you get into a less diversification for an athlete, I think you'll see overutilization of those muscles and maybe a little bit of almost burnout in some cases.
And let's talk about the overutilization. What are the warning signs of overuse when it comes to specializing in one sport?
Interestingly, I think some of the early warning signs are actually more mental than they are physical. I think you'll start to see some early, we call it anhedonia, just lack of interest in the sport, lack of excitement in the sport, things like that. And those are some of the very early warning signs. And then typically, from a physical perspective, you'll start to see tendon injuries, muscle injuries, strains, sprains that may otherwise happen repetitively, and parents and the athlete are going, why is this occurring? And I think you see that a little more often as you diversify less.
A very interesting topic that a lot of parents are talking about. Doctor, thank you for giving us your time on this today. My Mom Club is sponsored. Give their South County location a call today, 636-492-5433. On the Illinois side, you can call 618-750-5433, and you can also find them on the web at premierumed.com.